Good afternoon. I'm back. We're back. Hopefully you're soon to be back. It never ceases to blow my mind that I say we were here 4 hours ago. Tracing back the last 4 hours is always really crazy. Like, what's Chris, Miss P, what have you done for the last 4 hours, please? I'd like a list of things that's occurred in the last 4 hours. No, I wouldn't. Just some items on that list. Miss P, just one or two things that you've done in the last 4 hours. Go on, indulge me. Carol, TK. What one or two things that you've done in the last 4 hours? Because I in my head, I can't even. What have I done for 4 hours? I've had a couple of calls for sure, but 4 hours? It's a long time, isn't it? That's 4 times 1 hour. Doris, afternoon. What's been happening in the last 4 hours? Vivian, what have you done in the last 4 hours? Ken, I'm going to pose the same question to you. You've been in the bathroom for 4 hours, Doris. Have you cleaned the bathroom? Is that what's happened? Red Rita, what have you done in the last 4 hours since the last movement snack? Long walk. Okay, Sandra, there's good. So you and I know how long your walks are, Sandra. Having been on a couple with you. I'm back soon, by the way. Are we going for another ramble? Do you fancy another ramble down the coastal path? A 4 hour weed. Receive lots of phone calls, sit to stand squats and crosswords. Do you do the crosswords at the same time as you're doing the sit to stands, Chris? Boom, boom. Thank you, Adele. 4 hours equals lunch, walk, looking for baby clothes for new grad. Oh, that's nice. Thank you for 4 hour reports. Joy, I can see you're in. I can see you watching. Great to have you, Joy. We've posed the question. I've just floated the question. What have you done in the last 4 hours? Because that's how long ago it was. We was here. You're nestled again amongst my fruit shelf. What's been going on, Bolton? What have you done in 4 hours? Been for a walk with Paul. Had a pie and latte. Oh no, that's Pilates. Sorry. Boom boom. Comedy's free. New calendar is this one arrived for you? Has it? Yes, all of that. Did you get a bundle? Did you buy a bundle? I've just spotted your comment, Doris, as well. I'm excited that Bolton's bought a bundle. Bundles for Bolton. If you're wondering what a bundle is, it's exactly what Vivian there is describing. A calendar, an LLT tote bag, a tea towel. Was there a pencil in there as well? Did you get a bundle? Did you buy those separately, Vivian? Not done much. And a wisdom tooth. Oh my goodness, that has to be the worst 4 hours. Almost the worst 4 hours in the world. Dentist is, if you were to ask me the thing I would loathe to do the most in the world, it would be going to the dentist. I always make an idiot of myself, drooling and dribbling like an idiot and saying sorry every 2 minutes because I can't keep my mouth open for that long. Gloria's in. All right, Gloria, come on in. What are you saying, Red Rita? I've been cooking. You've been cooking, washing up, having a conversation. That's your 4 hourly report. Any Philomenas or Phoenix to report, Red Rita? Oh, there's nothing like a nice sharp pencil to scratch your head, Doris, is there? I hope you used the lead end and not the rubber end. It's just not the same, the rubber end. Anything else before we get on to the seriously enjoyable business of movement snacking? All right, Maddie, afternoon. Pie and latte. No, it wasn't a pie and a latte, Odile. It was pie lattes. See what I did there? It's not my joke. I stole it. Oh, all the best jokes are stolen, aren't they? Oh no, dentist tomorrow for you, Gloria. Thoughts and a beg hug. remote Bex hug. Who else is in? I think, are we there for 3, 2, 1? Let me get you in the zone. No, I think I finally got rid of them, Red Rita, actually. There was one loitering around. I left the door open today just to get rid of Phoenix. I hope he doesn't come back. With a name like that, he's bound to, isn't he, really? Anyway, 3, 2, 1. Busy smirking at my own comments today. Someone has to. Come on, I'm staring at my phone. Give me a break. 3, 2, 1, Bex Townley. Later life traders. I'm doing Find My Keys again from the noon. It's Monday to get in the zone, which means a new sequence. I'm on 4 p.m. all week this week. So we start today. I give you a little sprinkling of some coordination, some flow, and then we build 3-dimensional movements, add to complexity if you would like over the week. And then we do some stretches, but we kick all that off with some circulation boosting. Crikey, what's going on? Everyone's got the dentist this week. Oh, thanks, Red Rita. So let's get going. Sit or stand options. Check your RER. Remember, the 4 p.m. is a different theme to the 8 and the 12. So you can pick elements of it. Maybe just the circ boost and the stretch. Maybe just the circ boost and the sway. Maybe the circ boost, some of the sway, and some of the stretches. So these are offerings from us to you to decide what you'd like to do. I keep rhyming. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Ready? Circulation boost is the same regardless of the time slots. So let's get going. More upwardly standing postures or more upwardly actively seated postures. Where would you like to be? Forward in the chair if you're in seated, or you may choose to be back into the right in the back of the chair there, but into active sit. Hip walk forward. I need to get my movement snacking teeth in. Get ready in sit or get ready in stand. Get going. Standing, generally we start with the legs first. Keep in the feet hip width apart. This is significant. I've got various points of external support here to use. You may decide to have that support in front of you. About hip height is right, or comfortable height. Start steady and just keep it steady, and don't be drawn into my pace. I'm not saying this is the exact pace for you to do. It should look and feel rhythmical, comfortable and doable. So pick a pace that's right for you, but do involve the feet. So have an extra check-in with your feet to check that you're not on a flat-footed weight shift, but more of an involvement through the ankles, feet and toes, and then build it, and it will come. The movement, that is. Steady single arm, bringing in 2 if you feel confident without external support. Just make the right decisions for you. It might look like this, or you might want to keep it as separates. Steady upper end, steady bottom end there. As much activity through the centre as is comfortable for you. That's pretty much the standing prompts. Here's the seated prompts. Forward if you would like, active through the centre, and then just steady. Start small, bring in the other one, or keep it as singles. That might be comfortable for you. Using the arms of chairs for support if you would like to. Take periodic or intermittent rests if you would like to. The more rhythmical, the more steady, and the longer you stay in these types of movements, you're going to get a light lift of the heart rate, slight gradual increases. That's what really we're after. Light intensity is the definition, really. But of course, that's relative to each of us. So we are all going to respond differently at different speeds and times and recover differently. So this is why it's really individual for you to decide when to take a pause and go in again. Anyway, have we got the circ boost done? Do you feel the need to take some deeper breaths? Activated active postures and got ankle, feet, toes going if you would like. Let's move on to the second element of the movement snack, which is what we call our flow or our sway routine. That involves Arm sways, body weight shifts and transfers, turns, three-dimensional movements by the end of the week. Really all serving to enhance and improve postures and moving parts and coordination. So here's the first part 1 today on Monday, and we build it as we go. Where would you like to be? Standing posture is feet comfortably hip width, so you feel steady. You might feel steadier with them slightly wider. If I turn sideways here, you can see I'm lifted through the centre there. I'm not C-shaped in a slump. So take your pelvis and just tilt and squeeze, lift and lengthen, and the knees are a little bit soft. Chest is open and down, and just feel the support from that standing posture, or feel that support from your seated posture. Sit or stand, you choose. We're going to take some breathing with some graded arm movement. So we're going to scoop up the palms, take a breath in, turn the palms down, and breath out. It's up to you how much you involve the breath in this, but we're looking like, you might want to nudge up to support if you want, you know, to use it if it's there. Here's the second. And on the third, we bring the hands a little bit further away and press down again. Take a pause. That's essentially part 1. So it's shoulders, arms, elbows, and this kind of fluid turning, rotating from the elbow type of feeling. So let's do that again. Being mindful that your supporting parts, your legs are actively supporting you and anchoring you to the floor. So we're going to take a breath in if you would like, and a float down. On the second one, hands come fractionally further apart, and on the third one, a little bit wider still, and you're going to get a little bit more shoulder blade pinch on that third one, easing down. Okay, part 2. If at any point you want to take a step out or a deactivate of postures, set it up again. There's loads of value in coming in and out of these active positions. This is part 2 after our 3 breath ins and outs. Hands face the same direction. So we're going to take I'm going to take to my left. So fingertips go the same way. One hand keeps going, the other one does a full circle, it stops and catches up here. And here you're getting a sense of perhaps holding a sphere at the North Pole and the South Pole. So kind of curving the hands, maybe the feeling that you've got airbags under your armpits, chest lifted, shoulder blades together. Pause, end of sequence. So deactivate, step out, let's put parts 1 and parts 2 together. Exactly the same if you're in sit or stand. Here we go, so 3 graded. Floaty arms in, palms up, press down. Grade that a little bit wider this time. Both arms ideally doing the same thing. I'm playing a bit of a catch up with mine there. There's the third one. Straight into the left-sided sweep. So I'm going to go here and stop. One final bit before we move on to our stretch sequence. I'm going to take this forward and now go east to west, turn back to north to south, and bring it, gather it back into belly button level. Take a pause, end of sequence. One more if you'd like. I'll take one in seated, remain in stand, take the position you prefer, and then we'll move into the stretches, okay? Ready? So I'm going to talk less on this one. Feel your own breath and flowy movement. Already steady. Here we go. There's the first one. Float. Inhale. A little bit more lift, a little bit more shoulder blades. The hands are coming slightly wider each time. Now go for the left-sided swish. Fingertips go the same way. One carries on, catch up, pause. Press forward, now we go east to west, back north to south, and gather back in, pause, stop, end of sequence. All right, that's it. Day one done. We'll add on to that tomorrow. Let's move into stretch positions. So sit or stand. We've already done quite a lot of activation of shoulders and shoulder blades. So a few preparations for chest stretch position. If I turn sideways. So this is lift open, press the sternum forwards, and are you comfortable to get your fingertips kind of towards back pockets? Take a pause if you would like. Maintain normal breathing and then release and relax. So this is our chest stretch type of position, looking to open, extend, stretching the front of the chest here, helping with opening, extending postures. Obviously, if I'm stretching the chest muscles, I'm also working the muscles at the back there. Helps with postures, balance, breathing and arm movements. Okay, crowbar in some, my blurry vision without specs can see Andrew Scott is back. Back of arms and shoulders then, folks. Couple of options here. And this is all about improving or feeling how your shoulder movements are to, for example, get your hands towards back of head and higher. So a couple of preparations. And then when you're ready, squeeze a little bit further down. And then your marker really here is elbow position, pause if you would like. So your elbow is going to be anywhere between here or higher. And you can literally walk the fingertips over. Can you see and feel that you're maintaining lift and activity through the center? The head stays still. We're not contorting the neck to get to these positions. And this will be really specific to each of you. And you may even feel differences on left and right side. So slowly in, slowly out. The key aim is to move into positions to bigger ranges of motion than perhaps you have done today already. Go for the pause if you're comfortable, but it's more about slowly in and slowly out. And if you want to stay there for a bit longer, do so. Crowbar and a bit of freestyling shoulders, deactivate and then gather and activate again. Now we're going to move into the side of the trunk. So this movement of getting hands behind head, washing, drying, getting dressed, those kinds of things, is now going to extend to the side of the trunk. So there's the elbow. Now go for the reach. And as you go for that reach, you're going to get more movement and that feeling of stretch either side of the trunk. We generally go for single arms, so you can really focus on one side at a time. But of course, in daily life, we do need often to get both arms up there, hanging out the washing for one. So here's another option. Lightly support the arms, take a breath. When you get to about here, then go for the shift and lift. So it's almost as if you're elevating the rib cage, getting those stretch down the side. But by far you'll get a greater feeling of stretch down the side if you add a bit of a bend as well. So in stand it might look like this, legs wider for extra support. First part is the elbow to a point that's comfortable for you. Keep an eye on this support here. I'm going to go for the reach and then bend towards the support and then come straight back out. So adding that bend is going to, goes without saying, get more stretch. Same in sit if you prefer. Remove the balance challenge. And if I put the face on here, it might look like this to support through the chair, upright. There's the first part. If you're not comfortable to get arms directly up, that's okay. You could just go for there and then you can still get the side of the trunk there, down the side. So these are kind of pulling, contracting, hugging muscles. So any one of those variations, or just take some reach and extend, maybe a bit of double, maybe a bit of out and bend. So kind of shifting, rib shifting, stretching down the sides of the trunk. Okay, that is the top end. We did chest, we did back of arm, side of the trunk. Now we're going to take some leg stretches. I'll just change the position of my chair. If the leg ones aren't for you, maybe rehearse some of the flowy arms that we've just done, or go back round the upper body ones. Here is your back of thigh stretch. sideways on so you can see what's going on with posture position here. The position of the hips and the pelvis will greatly affect how much stretch sensation you feel. So high up on sit bones, one leg out, knee off the lock for comfort. So just take control of that knee just a little bit. Just check the foot's fairly relaxed and not flexed. High up on sit bones, and then take the breath and have an ease and a squeeze. Slow, slow, slow to a point that's comfortable for you, and then slowly come back. So explore slowly and with control what's happening in the back of your thighs, what's happening with that stretch sensation as you hinge forward. So consider the trunk a drawbridge. A drawbridge doesn't collapse in the middle. It hinges with control from the cogs here in the hips. Slow, 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 slow. Can you start to feel this stretch tension here in the back of the thigh? If so, that's exactly what we're looking to do. We're lengthening those muscles there on the back of the thigh. This is going to help with this movement, which is going to help with getting down to lower positions. Exactly like this. Bit on both legs. Have an extra linger down there. We need to in daily life to do shoelaces, tend to shoes, socks, toenails, all those things. Slowly in and slowly out. Rehearse these types of movements when your muscles feel warm, when you've been on the go a bit. These are not the ones really to best do if you've been still or inactive for a while. Can you feel it? Next set. Lower legs now, calves. The first part of the setup is the same. If you feel you've gone into slump and you've rolled back towards the coccyx, can you shift and tilt that forwards? And now take your foot and the foot comes back towards the shin. Press the heel forward. You'll get the feeling of stretch on the back of the calves, and you'll get the feeling of effort on the front of the shins. So this is your seated calf stretch. Again, will greatly contribute to standing activities as well. They're important. They're squeezing back, shoes, socks, stride lengths, slopes, stairs, all need ankles and calf muscles. If you would like to try that one in stand, there's lots of options. We're just kind of giving you some key ones to work with. If you'd like the feeling of perhaps an even more effective stretch for legs, use some external support to remove the balance challenge. Take a controlled step back, right width distance for you, and then as you lower that heel down, you'll feel the stretch on the back of the lower leg, and also another stretch down the front of the hip. There. I'm showing this sideways there, but ideally, best position perhaps for this is for the support to be to the side of you, stepping back with the outside leg as the heel squeezes to the floor. Can you feel it down in the calf? If you can't feel it, check, have a glance down that your toes are forward facing, knees, hips, everything forward facing here. And if you can't feel it, have an ease up and go back a little bit further there. Or take an extra bend in the front end. You're going to get activity in the thigh there as well. Step out and release. So switch between left and right. Do be aware that as you take that step back, your feet are still parallel. Make sure that you don't go into a tandem position. So as you take the step back, I've still got that support from my feet being hip width apart. If you're confident and steady here, you could go round again on all those upper body ones there. So you can start to double up on upper body and lower body stretch positions. That's it, folks. A few back tugs to finish, just a stretch through the upper back as well, if you would like. If you've been gripping, grasping or grappling in the garden or holding stuff, perhaps through the forearms as well, you might want to take some presses, the back of the knuckles, press the heel down there, forearm stretches. These stretch positions should feel good. It should all feel good. That's it. Second one done for me now. I'm signing off for the day. Kaus in the morning with you. Kaus is on the double whammy noon tomorrow, so I'll see you at 4 p.m. tomorrow. Bye for now, and more dentist conversation I can see going on. Thanks, Maddie, for your comment. Ian, I can see you're in as well. See you tomorrow, folks, and yes, reading your comments. I'll go back round. I might have an orange while I'm reading. See you tomorrow, folks. Bye for now.